Good morning everybody and welcome to this game between Faceless and Evil Geniuses for the Dota 2 Asia Championship 2017. Felt like casting a game, so here we are. Now, before we actually get into the game, I wanna quickly mention something else, and that is, if you guys are terrible and you're at like 1k MMR or something like that, then please feel free to leave a replay of that down below. I've had multiple requests of people asking, hey Baumi, can you cast some games of some absolutely trash players, like just absolutely horrible. And honestly, that sounds somewhat fun, so why not, right? But I need the replays, right? Now, what kind of replay am I looking for? I'm looking for a replay of really a game where you can really see just everybody's absolutely fucking terrible, right? Like, so if you are in that skill range, or you know somebody in that skill range, really at the bottom of the barrel, the worse the better, and you have a game that you think might be somewhat entertaining, right? It's not too long, it has a decent amount of action going on, then that would be fantastic, and I would be happy to do kind of like a shit cast of that, or whatever you want to call that, right? Like a shit talking cast of that game. You know, just trying out new stuff, and I thought, why not? But I need the replays. I already asked on Twitter and Facebook, but I looked at those replays and people didn't really get what I was looking for, so I thought it would be better to do it like this. So yeah, feel free to let me know. This game right here is very up-to-date. I think this game is actually from today. It is from the DAC 2017 main event, which I understand is currently going on or finishing up or anything like that. I'll be completely honest with you, I have no idea what's going on in that tournament. I have not the slightest clue. So yeah, we're just gonna try to cast it anyway, right? Anyhow, Earth Spirit and Ember Spirit being picked up, Lifestealer, Warlock, and Slaughter, nothing surprising there. Bans, we've got the IO, Monkey King, Nyx Assassin, and Timbersaw. Monkey King is, of course, the new hero in the scene. You know, he was put into competitive. Then, in competitive, he was played, or he is played, almost exclusively as a roaming support, and he is the fucking best hero in the game at that. There's nobody that's a better roaming support than Monkey King. He's just absolutely disgusting. So, yeah, I'm not surprised to see Monkey King banned out at all. You know, you guys, I'm sure you remember, you know, me making a video on Monkey King a little while back, calling him not that great. But that's because I was playing him as a, you know, as a core carry. Well, that's fucking nonsense. That hero is a support. At least in his current state, that guy is an amazing support. He's not that good as a carry, but, you know, it's the same thing as saying a Crystal Maiden isn't a good hero because I can't play her as a right-click carry, right? So, anyway, Crystal Maiden coming out, Legion Commander coming out. Other than that, we have the Alchemist Invoker, Abaddon and Slark banned out. Nothing surprising across the board. I think these are all really common cookie cutter picks. We've got the Lifestealer with 2 vehicles this game, the Legion Commander and the Slaughter. That's amazing. I'm a little unsure where they're gonna, or how they're gonna lane this, right? Like probably a support Slaughter and a Legion Commander as the offlane / jungle. Could also just be an offlane Slaughter and then, you know, just making a dual lane with the Lifestealer. Lifestealer doesn't need that much support. That could work too, right? But they got that double vehicle, of course. Both of them are incredibly dangerous. Slaughter with the amplified damage, Legion Commander with the dual. Yeah, so there's a lot of ganking potential coming out from that. Morphling coming out from Faceless. I find that a bit questionable. There's not much value you're going to get out of the Replicate. And Adaptive Strike, of course, Lifestealer does have inbuilt magic immunity. If you get the Morphling going, then yeah, but honestly, Morphling also doesn't have that much attack range, which is a real issue. Right, I feel like I would have preferred it if Faceless had gone for a hero that deals with the Lifestealer a little bit better, you know. Maybe something like an Ursa, Sven, possibly. Right, somebody that can actually take a fight and just one-on-one it. But, yeah, that's not gonna happen here. Faceless now looking at an offlaner. I think Ember Spirit, of course, gonna be their mid, Morphling the safe lane. Darkseer is still in the pool. Not necessarily the greatest option here, but definitely possible, right? I wonder what they're gonna go for. Honestly, offlaners is something that I'm not super knowledgeable on. Centaur could work, maybe. I don't know, it's a bit tricky. Underlord is gonna be the choice here. So, Underlord, of course, a hero that can lock down a Lifestealer a little bit. You know, he provides some damage reduction, which is always helpful, but he won't be able to do a lot of damage himself. Now, honestly, Faceless, they do have the Ember Spirit and the Morphling, which do provide damage. Crystal Main a little bit too, but the thing about it, currently all the damage output on the Faceless side is actually purely magic. Right, it is purely magic damage. And Lifestealer just does not need to care about that, right? If you want to go really hard with Lifestealer, you can even pick up a BKB. Right, Rage BKB, Rage again. That is possible. So, that might be a little bit tricky. I gotta be honest with you, I'll give the edge in this draft to Evil Geniuses. And I think it's fairly obvious that they are feeling quite confident about this game. Even Alina being picked up, a hero we haven't seen too much of, at least from what I know. Maybe she was picked up a lot at this tournament. Again, I really haven't had a chance to keep up with it. But yeah, Alina gonna be going mid here. She used to be a very common mid, then she dropped off completely. Now, this is the first time I'm gonna see her in quite a while, right? I know she has been picked up occasionally at this tournament, at the minimum. Right? Maybe she's picked up a lot more in the main event now. But yeah, I like Lina a lot. Actually, I think Lina is a hero that is quite underrated. Yes, she got nerfed hard back when she got nerfed. But, you know, with the introduction of the talents, she really gets a lot of opportunity again, right? So, why not? Why not try out Alina? And I still think this is a bit of a risky pick. You know, this is them saying, hey, there are more, you know, common, more basic options in the pool, but we don't care, right? Like, we could go for a hero like a Juggernaut. We could go for a whole variety of mid-heroes, but we want to play the Alina, and we are not really that respectful. And yeah, EG looking very confident here. Anyway, we got Crit on Warlock, Universe on the Legion Commander, Sumail on the Lina, Sai playing the Slaughter, and then Arteezy on the Lifestealer. On the other side, we got XY on the Earth Spirit, Ice, Ice, Ice on the Underlord. And actually, Universe is just gonna run in and steal the Bounty Rune. Well, that is surprising. I'm a little baffled that FL just let EG have that. Right, they're just letting them have it. But alright, Jabs on the Ember Spirit going into the mid here. We've got Nuts playing the Crystal Main and Black on the Morphling. So they're gonna make the off lane, the safe lane. Universe seems to be happy to challenge the Underlord here, and then it's gonna be the Lifestealer going up against the Morphling. So this is actually going to have a huge impact on the game down here, whoever wins this lane. Because winning this lane now doesn't just mean, hey, you know, like, you did well in the lane. It actually means that your carry is very farmed and their carry has nothing. Right, so it's really, really important. These kind of scenarios are actually almost like game deciding. When it's the main carry against the main carry, that can have a huge impact. Anyway, we'll see how this goes down. Ember Spirit going up in the mid against the Lina. I'll give the edge on that to the Ember Spirit. Like, I understand that Lina, of course, is ranged. She has a stun and such. But I feel like once Ember Spirit reaches level 3, he can actually push for a kill, even. Right? I don't know. It's actually a little bit back and forth. At the bottom, we've got Sai going in on Nuts, but nothing gonna come from it. Earth Spirit here to support as well, so everything will be fine. But yeah. Ember Spirit just has a lot more killing potential very early on. And then, of course, Lina at level 6, she becomes nasty. But honestly, I don't even know. Like, the thing is that Lina needs to hit a stun to kill the Ember, right? And Ember just needs to get the roots. He just needs to run in and Searing Chainsaw. And honestly, which one is easier? Yeah. You know, that's kind of the situation there. But alright, currently the Morphling is not doing well. Yeah, that's the risk here. And this is what I don't really understand. Yeah, okay, good. So they're going to be switching the lanes here. They're putting the Morphling into the top. They're saying, no, 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 no. We're going to make sure that we don't keep the Morphling down here because we are losing this lane. We're going to keep losing this lane. Then we're just going to end up with nothing. And the other Lifestealer is going to get as farmed as he would have otherwise anyway. Right, there's no winning there, so they're putting Black top now. Especially Legion Commander is not really the scariest offlaner now, is she? Right, like, yes, she's very powerful, but a lot of her power comes after the laning stage, right? She's not a Darkseer or a Sand She's not a hero that will just dominate early on. She takes it a little bit... she takes it a little bit slower. Meantime, Sumail just bottle ferrying and trying to harass jabs as much as possible. Skipping the stun entirely at this stage. Just making sure he has that fiery soul going on. You know, that additional attack speed really helps out a lot. Now, at this bottom, it's now Lifestealer against Underlord. And the problem, or I guess actually currently Lifestealer against Earth Spirit. The problem with that is that Lifestealer can actually win that on his own. He doesn't even need any backup. And then you have a situation where why even put any supports there? And so they don't. AG going in on nuts and they get the first blood. Crystal Main Force Universe now working on black. Won't be able to do it. You know, Morphling is a little too far away. He does have a decent amount of HP as well, and of course the waveform. But no respect from the Legion Commander, not even a little bit. She does not care. She wants black. Few more attacks are gonna do it, but of course the morph. Yeah, it's deceptive how much HP the Morphling has right now. He's definitely got quite a bit left. Although if he isn't careful, he might just get burst down, right? But anyway, Lifestealer can just beat up an Underlord, right? He doesn't need any backup for that. He doesn't need any help for that. And that's a problem. Because then this happens, right? Where all of the supports are now at the top. This just comes down to the draft. And this is why I personally am actually not that big of a fan of the Underlord pickup there. It seems to me like they needed a little bit more of an active offlaner, right? Again, that Sand King would have worked great against Lifestealer. You can't leave a Lifestealer alone against a Sand King. Doesn't work. Right, Sand King has far too much damage output for that. So, yeah. Oh, Jabs running in. Very aggressive here. But a haste rune coming out from the Lina. Lina now gonna be rushing him down. She's got the damage she needs. Can she get another blast? Looking for the stun. But running in too deep. Oh, Sumail. No root though. And so the Lina will end up being fine. Playing it risky, but manages to survive in the end. And absolutely destroying the Ember Spirit right now, by the way. The Lina is sitting at 29 last hits, 13 denies. Ember Spirit at 12 and 2. Jabs, even though, again, I gave an edge in that fight to the Ember Spirit, that really isn't a significant edge. It's just like I'm gonna give that like an, I don't know, a 55-45 at best, right? That's like the top. I think is actually pretty even, and debatably, I don't know. Like, I think Sumail's outplaying him here. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it has too much to do with the heroes. But yeah, the Lina, you know, level 6. She's incredibly farmed. Incredibly dangerous right now. Ember Spirit on the retreat. Getting chased down by the Slaughter as well. Yeah, this is a problem for Faceless. They're losing almost every lane. Top lane, debatably not, but not even that. I mean, the Morphling has less farm than the Legion Commander by quite the amount, right? Universe is number 5. He's got 36 last hits. Black is sitting at 19 and almost nothing. So, yeah. This is looking bad for Faceless. Now, what can they do right here to change it up? Now, I think they really need to try to be a bit more aggressive, right? They do have aggressive heroes. They got a Crystal Maiden. Somebody can definitely get some ganks in, right? They do have the Earth Spirit, an incredibly powerful early game roamer. So the Ember Spirit is now just sitting over here, farming up the jungle a little bit. Oh, actually, I get nuts again. Yeah, the poor Crystal Maiden. Duel on that one? No, not quite ready, but also not quite needed. But yeah, the Ember Spirit is gonna be necessary for that though, right? They really need jabs to get to level 6. And I think this is actually like the moment, or like the thing that makes Faceless fall apart here. The fact that Ember Spirit got nothing. If Ember Spirit had just a little bit of something, right, they could definitely do it. Because then the Ember Spirit can go and kill the Lina pretty efficiently. Right, oh, Psy, not Xi, just Xfinity tripped me out. No, Psy stealing those creeps, that's rude. Right, but you have the Earth Spirit coming in, Crystal Maiden coming in. That's some pretty quick pickles. But, right now it's looking a little grim. Morphling can also actually be pretty active early on. Oh god, Crystal Maiden goes down again. Like, it's so hard to keep up with that too, because she dies so quick, right? Like, That's the downside of a main. She doesn't even have boots at this stage. Right, no boots ready on that. And with Sai roaming the jungle, how is she gonna get them? Right, the Slaughter can easily solo kill the Crystal Maiden at this stage. Black looking for any moment to farm, but there's nothing up here. In the meantime, Evil Geniuses, they are just thriving. Taunting them almost, with the Lifestealer even picking up a hand of Midas. Ember Spirit, caught out in the mid, stunned up, Laguna Blade, and one more hit. There's no Remnant down, there's no level 6 on the Ember yet. Burst him into nothingness. And yeah, at this stage, I mean, Alina's so far ahead of the Ember Spirit, she'll just be able to destroy him. Once she gets her Yules going on, that's also gonna be a very key item here, right? Like one of the few tools the Ember Spirit has at that stage to fight her is gonna be his Flame Guard. But Yules, up he goes. No more Flame Guard. That's an issue. And there's no fix to that. Right? The fix to that is to not be this far behind. Okay. Well, at least we got the level 6 going on now. Right? But this is really where it gets tricky. Like, maybe Jabs should just say, okay, you know what, Flame Guard is not going to be that important here, right? Like, let's just go for the Searing Chains. Let's keep her in place. Lock her down. Right? Get an early Sleight of Fist. We're going to have to gank as much as possible. Like, sometimes you got to change up your game plan. Oh, ice, ice, ice. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. The poor guy doesn't stand even the hint of a chance. I'm sure they noticed that there's a ward here too. Is that the sentry? Yep, sentry's incoming crit. He's gonna get rid of that immediately. Adding insult to injury. Just making sure Faceless gets absolutely nothing here. Underlord in the meantime, actually probably the one saving grace here. Funnily enough, Ice is doing quite well. He's got 56 last hits, you know, he's got his mana boots, he's ready, you know, level 7. All around looking pretty healthy for an Underlord. Going for Radiance? I doubt that. I don't expect him to actually go for that. That would be a little bit silly. It's not a good item for Underlord, and in this game, that will not help you whatsoever. Yeah. You know what might be worth considering though is maybe a Rod of Atos, maybe something like that, you know, something that helps him gank. Sadly, Underlord, the only one that is doing well, is definitely not a great ganking hero. Underlord is not a very active hero. He tends to just take it easy. Sumail caught out. This is the opportunity, but they got backup incoming. Oh man, the raindrop blocks the nuke, and so Sumail survives. Those are the moments you need. In the meantime, the Crystal Maiden goes down again at the top. Another duel victory, and at this point, the Legion Commander's just farming her, right? She's just a big creep. But not only is she a big creep, but she also gets you dual damage. And that's a problem, because Legion Commander gets out of hand pretty damn quickly. Universe going for the Armlet over the Blade Mail. No need to get a Blade Mail if they don't deal any damage. Right? If they're so far behind, they don't deal any fucking damage. Why even bother with a Blade Mail? Oh, Sai, he finds the Ember. Maybe the other way around. Nope. Sumail gets a double stun. Looking for the Earth Spirit. Gets the return stun immediately, though. And turns out that, yeah, Lina will be able to retreat out, but that's about it. No kill right there. Jab's looking for something. Yeah, I gotta admit, like, I get that you want the Flame Guard, right? But I feel like if the Lina catches you, you're probably dead anyway. Right, like if you get caught, you die. Does it matter if you have the Flame Guard online? I don't know. Like, that's the question now, isn't it? Arteezy, yeah, this is what I meant with, like, insult to injury. He is just getting really, really big. Net worth. Yep, he's #1 in the game already, and he's snowballing. That's a problem. But Faceless, they're looking for something. They're smoked up. They know there's an opportunity here, and they find crit. Jumping on Universe as well. Not quite the target they wanted, but Warlock is gonna be burst down. Bob dropped as well, but poor Bob doesn't get to do much. He's just gonna hunt down Black a little bit, but that's gonna be the end of that. In the meantime, a duel on the Crystal Maiden yet again. No dual damage this time around, but Universe gets another kill nonetheless. Black at the tower. He's quite scared. He activates the more strength. Gonna be hit by the stun. Not enough to kill him though. Earth Spirit also here to back him up. Morphling bursts down in the end. The Laguna Blade. Yeah, try stopping that one. Almost a level 12 on the Lina. Level 12, of course, very scary, you know. She gets that 650 damage boost. Oh man, it's just terrifying, right? And wouldn't be too surprised to just see, what's it called? An Aghanim Scepter on her as well. Cut through people pretty fucking hard, right? But yeah, almost level 12 here. Should get there just in a second. And yeah, Lina looking scarier and scarier. Yours also ready pretty damn early on that, with another 1400 in the bank. All of this has happened with the Lifestealer not even being involved. Arteezy is not doing jack shit. He's just chilling down here. Got XY going in now. They want to turn this around a little bit, you know. Like say, okay, you know what, Arteezy, you can farm, but we can gank. Actually, it turns out you can farm and you can gank. Let's just retreat out. You know, we had the Underlord running in, but Underlord's sitting on quite a bit of money and really not much he can do with it. Well, actually, no, he can do with it quite a bit, but not just in his inventory, right? He needs to spend it, and so far Ice as Ice is still on the Radiance path, which personally I find to essentially be a GG call. That is him forfeiting the game. That is a terrible item decision here. I see no reason why you would want to do it. Absolutely none. I actually am quite confused that he's still going for it. In the meantime, over here, we got a nice quick Laguna Blade on XY. He didn't stand much of a chance. Ice, Ice, Ice. Wait, actually, this is Ice, Ice, Ice. No, wait, this is Nuts. God damn it. Seriously, you're gonna put both names into your name? Alright, no, this is Ice, Ice, Ice. So Nuts, and we've got also Jabs around trying to help, but there's not much they can do. We almost got the weight of Discord ready on Ember Spirit. He's almost level 10 as well, so, you know, looking for the 10% spell amp. But at 15 minutes, you know, they scout our universe though, and that's pretty good. I mean, the Legion Commander gonna be rooted in place. Purchase herself out. Oh, can he even get her? I mean, Arteezy comes out, he starts working on black. Gonna TP away though. And they do get the Legion Commander though. So, funnily enough, that's actually quite a bit of money there. It's almost 1,000 gold, but, you know, at this stage, 1,000 gold, it's barely a dent in the lead that Evil Geniuses has. Activating that shrine just for good measure. Black going for a Lincoln. So, the Lincolns, of course, is a very good item here, right? There's a lot of stuff that is quite worthwhile. Blocking, you've got, of course, Duel, Amplified Damage, Laguna Blade, and Open Wounds. These are all incredible spells that you want to block on heroes that almost have no other way of getting rid of your, oh god, Ember. Nice, he manages to escape. He'll actually be fine. Wait, is he? No, he's alright. Is he? No, he's alright. Okay, he wasn't sure either. He wasn't sure either. No, that was pretty damn close there, actually. I like this Lina build a lot, by the way. The Ethelans, the Your Scepter of Divinity. You know what? As Lina, the only problem this hero really has is enabling her, right? So, why not enable her? Also, she has that new talent now, 80 Light Strike Array damage. Lina actually has pretty fantastic talents. Right, they're pretty damn good. So, you know, this puts the Light Strike Array 280 damage, almost back to where it used to be. 50 damage or 125 cast range, you know, with the cast range increase. You don't need a Blink Dagger anymore with the Ethelans. Right, those talents really are very powerful there. And, well, Sumail is in the mid. Oh, no, that's an illusion. Sorry, man. Sorry. I know you wanted that one, but... Oh, no. Ice, are you really doing this? He's gonna teleport back. Actually, nope, doesn't cancel it. And in the meantime, Morphling is just picked off. And so, Evil Geniuses continues on with their push. Ah, God. Look, I gotta be honest with you, right? Like, Faceless isn't doing well as a team. They're not. They're being run over. Except for one hero, which is the Underlord. But he's wasting his money. So I'll say it, man. I think Ice's Ice is the one throwing this game. Right? Like, yes, it's already looking super fucking dire. Can you do it? Probably not. Right? Like, there is always a chance, of course, right? The game is never over. But right now, you're really gonna have to work hard. But part of working hard is making use of what little resources you have. And, getting a Radiance is not doing that. Meantime, RTZ is just gonna start pushing down his bottom tower. Is that his Desolator? Yep, Desolator is ready. As well as a Medallion of Courage and a Hand of Midas. Yeah. Oh god, there's a lot of a Blink Dagger as well. We've got Crit almost having the finished up Hand of Midas. Lina is now starting to push down the mid here. Picking up an Arcane Rune. A very powerful rune for Lina. Gonna allow her to definitely do a lot more damage. Keeping those fiery soul stacks alive. You know. Keeping that going. And the tower is falling. Tower is going down. Underlord doing his best to keep them away. He needs 400 more gold for the Radiance. I mean, the root in place. Veil of Discord also used, but immediately purged off. RTC pushing down the tower. With the Desolator, he just deals too much damage. Warlock sitting in the back, healing him. And so, they'll take the tower and retreat out. That now allows them... Oh no, Black! He got caught out. Does he have a replicate down? No, he doesn't. He's gonna try to escape this. Waveform is ready. He gets Adapt the Strike, but... not gonna happen. You know what? The TP was actually somewhat clever, but... You know, he got a... Magic Wand Waveform TP. That was your only shot. If he goes up here, maybe there's a chance. But that was still definitely stretching it a little bit. So yeah, poor Morphling getting picked off like that. I mean, you can't have that happen. You really can't. But sadly, there wasn't really anything he could use his ultimate on. Right? I think it wasn't cooldown anyway. Sumail gonna actually find jabs here. Sai helping him kill him. And down he goes. This is just a complete massacre. God damn, this is rude. Oh man, it was actually crazy just how overwhelming Evil Geniuses is looking right now. Like, this is impressive. Absolutely impressive. Well, Crit has his Hand of Midas, so he's gonna get big as well, you know, almost level 12 here. Legion Commander with the Armlet now working on an invisibility. And I think at this stage, it almost doesn't matter what EG buys, right? They can pick up anything they want. Legion Commander could go Dagon for, like here, right? The entirety of Evil Genius could go Dagon. And they would probably still win. Right? Because they're just so far ahead. It doesn't matter what they spend their money on specifically. At this point, it only matters that they spend it on something. Right? Slaughter has the lifesteal inside of him. Nuts, if he gets caught out, he just dies instantly. And actually, they find the Morphling. They're gonna start working on Black. Black tries to waveform out. Not going to happen. Ice is Ice dealing a lot of damage with his ultimate, actually. But Bob is going to interrupt all of that. Universe finds jabs. And he gets burst down by Sumail. He's not having any of this. Now trying to finish off the Ember Spirit. One more attack is going to do it. And it seems that's gonna be the end of that. Well, the Radiance is ready on Ice Ice, so he can now run in and die. Look, I know I'm hating a lot on this, but this is like legit a big deal. Alright. Bottom Barracks goes down. At this point, I don't think anybody would be mad if FL just gives it up, but this is game 2 out of 3. They already lost the first one. You don't give that game up. Right, you don't give up the game early that loses you the set. No, no, no. You keep that one. You keep that one going for as long as you can. He's now going for a Manta Star. So Ice Ice Ice, I think, has confused his hero with Naga Siren. It happens to me too. You know, 2 legs. Wait, no. No legs, right? Naga doesn't have any legs. No legs, 6 legs. I guess 4. 4 legs. I can't count how many legs things have. confuses me too. You know, I don't even know what's happening there. So, they look very similar as well. You know, one is this very small lady, fish-like. The other one is this big fat demon. Hasn't seen a fish in his life. So, you know, happens to me too. Ember Spirit has a blink dagger now. So this guy's actually looking somewhat powerful. And that's good news. Right, that's what they need. They need the burst potential from the Ember Spirit. They can actually win a fight. I mean, maybe. Right, I guess, sadly, Underlord doesn't have a huge teamfight presence. Yeah, and this is why he goes for the Radiance, right? The 10% spell amp on level 15. I get it. I get why. It's just not this game. You can't do it here. Keeping for buyback, of course. Arteezy now just sieging down his tower like it's nothing. Eating it up with that Desolator of his. And Sumeya just keeps spamming. You know, he's just keeping the Fiery Soul going. He does have a Bloodstone, Yule's Blink Dagger. And I love the itemization from Evil Geniuses, right? They're not itemizing for the late game. They're not buying items for in 20 minutes. They're buying items to end the game. Right? Getting an Echo Saber after the Desolator. Getting the Solar Crest as opposed to like a Force Staff or some sort of Hand of Midas. You know? Some farming tool. I think that's absolutely fantastic. Here, Heaven's Halberd. They're spending all of their money. They're making sure they can end it. Now, the only exception there is the Warlock, but I don't think that matters that much. You know, it's a Warlock. Who cares? Right? Well, so far, FL has managed to keep Evil Geniuses away. But I think that's just because Evil Geniuses hasn't actually decided to go for that big push yet. Oh, Arteezy taking quite a bit of damage. I mean, the Lifestealer is dropping somewhat low, but the healing is too much. And there we go with the duel on XY. The initiation also over on the other side. And the Underlord immediately destroyed. Black now trying to tank Sumeya, but he does have more strength. So for the time being, he's actually doing alright. Jabs gonna go down. Buyback ready on him as well. He hasn't decided to use it quite yet. Earth Spirit dealing a little bit of damage with his ultimate. And here is Ice, Ice, Ice. Let's see if he can do some damage with that Radiance, but so far he's managed to kill a creep and is running away from Bob. Gonna be hit by the stun by the Lina. Lina trying to finish off that kill, but Universe will be able to do so. That's a dieback on the Underlord. Finally the buyback from the Ember Spirit. Holding back a little while too long. He's now trying to maybe root EG in place, but Evil Genius is losing both the Lifestealer and the Slana. May decide to retreat, even though you know, they are still looking pretty powerful here. Earth Spirit now back alive. The Yule's up on the Ember. Can they get that kill? No. Nice slide of his, but the duel! Jabs is going down. He's dropping quick. Is he gonna die? Yes, Universe gets that kill. Ice as Ice gonna be picked off by the Universe. The Universe as well. Now XY is in the middle of this. Black manages to secure a kill. Actually somehow ending up on a killing spree. Picking up that Lincoln's also sitting on a Ghost Scepter now. Trying to chase down Crit. It's not quite enough though, and now he's going to be forced to waveform away. He's actually managed to make a lot of money during that fight, somehow. A little bit silly. Up into the air he goes. Sumeya wants to get that kill. Ah, he misses, but the Barracks will fall. And, well, Sai is already sitting in the mid. Lifestealer is also incoming, picking up a Yasha. Again, not wasting any of their resources, spending all money they have, just saying we want to end this now. And so they are, going into the mid here. Ice as Ice activates his ultimate. Cancels it immediately. Okay, Black manages to secure a kill, actually. Gonna go down immediately. Dice back. Is ready to fight again, but, I mean, how much can he do? Arteezy jumps into a creep there. Attacks the Barracks with the creep. That's actually somewhat funny. And Warlock goes down, though. So, immediate buyback from the Warlock. Nice triple stun. Oh, no. They lose the Ember. The main dies. Black drops. XY gonna be buried. And that's the GG. Rampage for Arteezy. Maybe even the double. And yep, he gets it. They let him have it. They let him have it. The double rampage for the Lifestealer to finish off the game. And Evil Geniuses takes it in 27 minutes. That was just absolute destruction. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video. Just a quick cast. I thought it was pretty fun, but anyway. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a rating. Don't forget to leave your replays, right? So I can do that shit. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.